This is Dark Sunset Manor, an assisted living facility where a body has been discovered in a secret passageway by a man posing as a terrifying clown. Irving Pennywise, director of Dark Sunset Manor, and in this case he was on a very important mission, in his mind, when he discovers the body, a man's body. What is going on here? Earlier that same day, he had summoned an electrician to remedy a problem with the breaker box, which is located in that very same secret passage. And one of the few who do know about the secret passageways at Dark Sunset Manor has now been encountered by front desk attendant Andrew Houseman, who hasn't really encountered whom he thinks he has encountered. Chris, what are you doing down here? Ah, but front desk attendant Andrew Houseman, I am not Chris. I am his twin brother, Craig. Chris Jennings has a twin brother? I've worked with him for the last 2 years. I never knew that. Well, Andrew, I'm afraid that my twin brother is not very proud of me because of what I have become. Not proud of you because of what you've become? What have you become? Why, I have become one of the living dead. And speaking of the living dead, the body that Irving Pennywise stumbled onto in the secret passageway doesn't seem to be dead after all, because he is breathing. Thinking quickly, Irving Pennywise uses his magnificent magic to transform himself from that terrifying clown back into his own persona. And Irving Pennywise is thinking, who is this man? Is this the electrician that came to work on the fuse box? And as he's thinking this, he hears a voice somewhere in this deep, dark catacomb of secret passageways, and that voice is calling out, who is that? Where are you? Turning around, startled, Irving Pennywise looks down the deep, dark passageway, wondering, whose voice could that be? And if this man on the floor is not the electrician, is that the electrician? What is going on? Rob McCool here, the all-knowing and modest proprietor of Dark Sunset Manor, and what we have right now is a body on the floor of this secret passageway, a body that is apparently not dead. We also have an echo-like voice from someone, so yes, we don't know what is going on. Well, I know what is going on, But I'm not going to tell you, not yet. And from out of nowhere appeared a man whom Irving Pennywise wasn't sure he recognized. And in the cellar, in that secret room, front desk attendant Andrew Hausman has received startling information from a man claiming to be Chris Jennings, we know his last name now, claims to be Chris's twin brother, and also claims to be one of the living dead. So let me see if I have this straight. You're Craig Jennings, Chris's twin brother, and you're one of the living dead? You are correct. And you know what I'm talking about if I say I am one of the living dead. Yes, you're saying you are a vampire? That is correct. And do you know how vampires stay alive? No, I'm not sure. Then I will show you. And back at the residence of Hilda Schroeder, a discussion about noises behind the wall has suddenly been preempted by something else. Chris, dear, you look concerned. Are you still worried about the scraping sounds we heard behind the wall? But the scraping sounds are the least of Chris Jennings' worries, for he has just looked out the window and has seen that there is a full moon which strikes terror in his heart. Meanwhile, back in the secret passage, one of many at Dark Sunset Manor, where a body has been found, and that body seems to be alive. Also alive is this person who has arrived on the scene, and Irving Pennywise is up to his neck in confusion. Oh, I know you. You are the electrician I hired to come and work on the malfunctioning fuse box. Yes, I was working hard, and then I heard a strange gasping scream, and I heard footsteps. How long ago did you hear these sounds? At least 20 or 30 minutes. I got turned around and went in the wrong direction, and I got lost. And Irving Pennywise is thinking, 20 or 30 minutes ago? That was before I came into this secret passage. Yes, about 20 or 30 minutes ago, in this very same secret passage, the very same young man who is now lying nearly unconscious on the floor of the secret passage was making his way through the maze of secret passageways at Dark Sunset Manor, and something has frightened him because he has now quickened his pace. 3 important questions. Who is this young man? How did he get in the secret passageway? And why is he running? And back in the residence of Hilda Schroeder, her nephew, Chris Jennings, is getting nervous because there's a full moon? What could that be about? Chris, dear, what is concerning you? It's nothing, Aunt Hilda. I just have to get home right now. Well, you were fine until you looked out the window. What did you see outside that window? I can't talk anymore. I have got to go. And Chris Jennings departs his aunt's residence. And after her nephew's rather abrupt departure, Hilda Schroeder walks over to the window, looks out, sees the full moon, and is not surprised that her nephew was upset. And as Chris Jennings hastily moves past the memory care section of Dark Sunset Manor, Nurse Nellie Vauban opens the door of Octavia Merriweather's room. She sees Chris and decides to go after him. And as Chris Jennings hastily makes his way out the side exit, he hears, Chris Jennings, stop, I need to talk to you. So he whips around quickly, 180-degree turn, and there he sees Nurse Nellie Vauban, but he sees something else. Nurse Nellie, I have to be going. I don't have time to talk to you right now. I have to get home. I thought maybe we could go to dinner. I have some interesting things to tell you. Didn't you hear what I said, Nurse Nellie? I have got to go home. And again, Chris Jennings whips around, 180-degree turn, and makes a beeline for the exit. He's seeing a woman. I'm going to follow him to see just who this woman is. And back in that secret room in the cellar, front desk attendant Andrew Hausman has seen whom he thought was Chris Jennings, but in actuality it was Chris's twin brother Craig, who has made a startling revelation. I am one of the living dead, a vampire by name, and I stay alive by feeding off the blood of others, and I am about to feed off of you. And upstairs, resident Octavia Merriweather wonders, what is that sound? And in a secret passage, Irving Pennywise has stumbled over a man on the floor and has encountered the electrician he hired. And now, here comes another shocking twist. Help me. Help me. Hey, buddy, are you able to sit up? Yes, but it isn't easy. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be okay. I'm glad to know that. Who are you? And how did you get in to this secret passageway? My name is Malcolm, and I came to Dark Sunset Manor to visit my grandmother, Octavia Merriweather. And speaking of Octavia Merriweather, she is leaving her memory care residence, heading through the lobby, down the hall, down the steps, into the cellar. Somehow she finds her way through the secret passageway into the secret room where she sees and reacts Rob McCool here, by the light of the silvery moon, imploring you to like this video, subscribe, and click on the bell for notification. And now more of The Dark Side of Rob McCool. So your name is Malcolm Merriweather, and you came to Dark Sunset Manor to visit your grandmother, Octavia? Yes, and as I headed down the hall toward her room, I saw an opening in the wall. There was a bright light, so I decided to investigate. And in that secret room in the cellar, Octavia Merriweather's screams of terror caused Craig Jennings to stop what he is doing and turn his fangs toward her.